Now this is what's affectionately known, well we'll run on to this, I think this is part of it, amongst the local motorcycling community as Cowshit Lane. And it doesn't leave much to imagination really to understand why it's called that. Not so bad at the moment as you can see, but it's a road that's used quite a lot as a, not a shortcut but an alternative to a main road by motorcyclists, and invariably in winter it's well, any time of year really I suppose, it's, you know, it's covered in cow shit or mud. Not too bad today, but road surface still leaves a lot to be desired. And I suppose what you do is really you just take what the best line on the bends that's going to give you the best traction. Although not that there's a lot of traction on any of these things the way the surface is. But so long as everybody keeps to their side of the road and within a reasonable speed, not a problem. Just when you get people coming on the road, driving or riding with speed that's not appropriate for the conditions. So we're just going to crack on round here. As you can see, straying over all over the road isn't just something that's confined to motorcyclists. Very, very popular this is with cyclists. Well, there's a campsite somewhere around here. I've actually seen it on the map. I keep saying I'll give it a try sometime. It's pretty close to home, worth a try out, isn't it, I suppose. Don't know why I haven't done, it's just I haven't got around to it. Yeah, you can see the signs for it there. Yeah, quite popular. Seems to be a bit of gesticulating there from one of the cyclists about the motorcycle that just passed him. Can't really see what the problem was. I suppose we all want the roads to ourselves, don't we? Car drivers, motorcyclists, cyclists. A lot more pressure on these roads than there used to be. Simply as well, with leisure activities. You know, more people cycling on these routes now, more people with cars. So, a lot of pressure. And this section is just quite badly rutted, just worn really. Which isn't ideal if you wanted to push on this road, you know, riding two wheels on a bike. Wanted to make a lot of progress, you'd be really, I feel, taking chances. Because, you know, one never knows what's around the corner. Rain's holding off at the moment, which is good. Seems to always be going on about weather, don't it? Is it a British preoccupation with weather? I think it probably is. So what's this sign say here? Settle Clitheroe. Nice quaint places these, aren't they? Time over this bridge. You know, these places are idyllic, aren't they really? But you can be snowed off quite easily in winter. So I would imagine if you lived here, a four-wheel drive would be a necessity. lovely hedgerows. I won't feel too bad tomorrow at work. If I'm at work, well I am at work for 14 hours, when I look out and it's a decent day, if I know I've been out a little bit today. Because by hell it sure seemed a long winter when you sat on your day off and it's snowing or hail or it's icy or it's raining. I don't think unless you're a motorcyclist people realise why you're so keen to go out when it's decent weather. This is what you know. There's a couple of motorcycles wrecked the other week at the top end of here apparently. I didn't actually know the full details, but one of the forums somebody was saying that they'd had a breakdown, winching the bikes away. Didn't say whether been any injuries, hopefully not. So a few people have been asking me what am I looking for, because I've mentioned that I want a bike that's a bit more upright. It's not that this is a racing position, it isn't at all, as you can see, but I do like to be upright. So when you actually go around to looking at it, there's not that many bikes that offer that upright riding stance position, should I say. Not that, well, not within my price category anyway. And I don't think I'd like to go to anything power-wise much less than maybe 850. It's not all about power, of course, it's about torque and things, isn't it? And I want something that's comfortable cruising. I mean, this is not a bad bike on the back roads. It's built really for motorways and long roads, but it isn't a bad bike, but it's not built for scratching or off-road. And I have taken it on roads that are less than ideal, but maybe more suited to adventure bikes. There's the old telephone box. Not many of those still left in the UK, is there, with the advent of cell phones. Just county of North Yorkshire. So we've just come out of Lancashire over into North Yorkshire. Sometimes there's quite a demarcation in the road surface. You can see, you know, as one area goes to another area where there's more money, the roads get better or worse depending on what. Those clouds look quite stormy today, don't they? In the distance on the far left we can see some of the walking areas. Not not sure if that's Ingleborough or Whernside or Penigent, I don't know, I'll have to look on a map. I did a video a couple of months back and I was in Wales and just happened to mention, oh, I can see Snowdon in the distance, and somebody said, no, that's not Snowdon here. I thought, well, okay, whatever it is, it's beautiful, isn't it? Very nice. What's in a name? Slightly better road surface on here. Doesn't seem to be as, well, as you can see, it's a bit much smoother. Got a bite there. Somebody else on a bike behind me as well. Probably wanting to race me now. Back to the old chippings here again now, we are. At least these look like they've been rolled in pretty well, really. They always seem to put this stretch of tarmac right down the middle of the roadway, don't they? We're not bothered of it really. The irony is that I take this road to get away from the early burly, and but it's getting well known. I think a lot of people get away from it because you know the other road is quite heavily monitored by the police, the speed enforcement, and rightly so with some of the antics that go on that road. Bit of a bone shaker with this suspension when I've got it on the top setting. I've never messed with it. It's bouncing all over the place. Well, I mean the tyres aren't bouncing all over the place, it's just the bike is. It's a guaranteed cure for constipation. So anyway, I'm going to switch the camera off for a bit till I get I think this is going to take me to settle, isn't it? And I'll put it on again and there's a bit more to see. Just find a suitable parking spot to knock the camera off. I'll probably do it going. Probably try. Right, for those who don't know, Settle the Market Town. What's it famous for? Don't know really. Oh yeah, Settle Public School. It's quite a nice place really. Coming a different way today into the town centre. So when we get to the end, I think we hang a right. And I'm not sure which way we come in. This is Giggleswick. But you'll probably see, as it usually is, isn't it? Market Square will be chock-a-block with motorcycles, I would imagine. We'll just see. Let's go and have a look. Now, how much of a road do you actually want? Settle, of course, a station on the famous on the Settle to Carlisle Railway. I want to go on that one day, preferably on a steam train, because I think that's probably going to be the only way to do it. Although we do have diesels, but so I'll pass Settle station into the town. Now the question is, will there be anywhere to park in the Market Square? I will doubt it. Doubt it. I don't think there usually is. As it's usually chocker in the Market Square. Might be able to find somewhere though. It's the famous fish and chip shop.